Hello, I'm Blessing Wokacha. In 1920, the United States Congress chartered the Theodore Roosevelt Association. The Texas chapter of the TRA was organized December 1995. Each year, the local TRA recognizes an officer who overcame adversity and returned back to serve with the department. Since the founding in 1996, there have been 16 recipients. Today, you'll hear from the most recent one. Here's the story.
On the way to the call, it was upgraded to active shooter, and then just prior to us arriving on scene, it was upgraded to a shooting with a shooting victim at the residence at the apartment complex. Just prior to that, we talked about going home for the night too. About 8:30, we talked about going home for the night, and we decided to take one last call, and that was it. And once we showed up, we saw officers down at the shooting location, so we posted up at the other end of the parking lot to seal off the crime scene. And once we pulled up to tape the scene off, I exited the vehicle, and my partner Juan Rangel, he exited, and there was a shooter that came back to the scene that we pulled up in front of. He was probably 60 feet away from us. We didn't see him, and he ambushed us from straight in front of our car. He shot our car several times, and he shot me 3 times, once in the hip, or actually twice in the hip.
There is somebody shooting. I can literally see the fire from my back.
I knew that we were being shot at, and we needed to get cover, and that was the first thing that came to my mind, but I couldn't move because one of the shots shattered my femur. So I was holding myself up on the car, and then eventually I couldn't hold myself up anymore because I tried to plant on that leg and I fell down. And then I just started dragging myself to the back of the car to not get shot anymore. Try to not. It was pretty painful. I mean, there was a lot of physical therapy that went along with it. It was just a long process. I was released from the hospital 5 days after the shooting, and then I started in-home therapy for almost 2 months, and then I started going to outpatient therapy. I never didn't want to come back. You know, I always wanted to come back. It wasn't an issue with me. I was motivated to come back, and I'm still working at getting full recovery so I can go back to the road. I don't take very many things for granted anymore, so when you go through something like that where you had an opportunity to lose your life and an incident like that, it kind of changed your perspective on a lot of things. You know, when it comes to training and your family and your friends and everything, it really changed your perspective on things.
What a moving story that demonstrates exceptional courage, determination, and perseverance. For Dallas Police Films, I'm Blessing Wokacha.